What is going on, YouTube? Adam here from Tennessee Lawn Care, and hopefully everybody's getting excited about that 2020 mowing season. I know I am. Me and my cousin are going into the season, are basically starting over again. I got out lawn care. For those of you guys don't know anything about me, may come across this video maybe through a search or whatever. First of all, if you are, subscribe, okay? But anyways, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Adam. I'm from Tennessee Lawn Care. I've had this channel since 2014. Had some ups and downs with the channel, with the lawn care and all that stuff. Kind of blew up really fast and took in way more than I could, basically took on more than I could chew. And ultimately, it pretty much, it killed my business because I got rid of all my residential stuff that I had. I had 61 accounts. Went into the schools, and the schools were just way too much, more than I could handle. Labor was eating me alive. Didn't have proper equipment that I should have had starting out to take care of it. It just, like I said, just took on way more than I could handle. So we got out of the schools and pretty much started over again. I had a little bit of commercial stuff and built that up through the season. Then me and Chase, an opportunity come along. Me and Chase were doing the lawn care thing together. And then another opportunity come along. We decided to get out of lawn care, we went and bought a 2007 Peterbilt 379, put this on with a company called Airline Transportation. Did that for a little bit. Was away from my family a lot. From after Christmas to the first week of March, I never stepped foot in my house. That was over 2 months. So it was rough, guys. And we decided to move on from that. Started working where I'm working at now, driving a dump truck, and that's where I've been at for the past 2 years. So let's jump into this, guys. You're kind of trapped in your job, and you're getting your income taxes in, or whatever. I'm starting this right here at $1,500. Can you start a lawn care business with $1,500? And I will say, yes, you can. You're not going to be buying brand new stuff. I can tell you that now. I mean, you might be able to swing a trimmer or a handheld blower or something like that, but you're probably not going to be able to swing brand new stuff. If you're under, 16 and you're watching this and you've got $1,000, $1,500, you can apply this same principle, just basically take away the tow package and the trailer and just get you a mower, and you can still even probably get a rider if you got a way for somebody to go pick it up for you. So, guys, I don't know if they make them for all cars, but you can buy tow packages. Let's say you don't have a truck. You still don't need a truck, okay? And let's just say you have a car, a Honda Accord. We'll just for the sake of saying a Honda Accord. They make those little tow packages for these cars, just about every make I've seen thus far. And you can get those for right around, we'll just say $200. I've seen them a lot cheaper on Amazon for like around $130 to $150. But generally, we'll just say $200. We'll kind of just throw that number down there. So that leaves you $1,300, okay? Now I'm going to wheel in some pictures so you guys can see. I went on Facebook Marketplace, found this really nice 4x8 trailer. It's a little tilt trailer. If you can buy a tilt trailer, that would probably be the route I would go, because it's going to bring the price of the trailer way down, just for the simple fact it doesn't have a gate on it. If you get a gate on a trailer, it's gonna add cost to the trailer. So So I found this trailer right here for $500. It looks really good. It's got a fairly new look to it. The wood and the floor looks good and everything. So we're going to go ahead and purchase this one per se. Well, I didn't really buy it. I'm just saying this is what I would do if I was putting together. I had $1,500 to put a setup together. So anyways, $500 for that one. Now that goes from $1,300 down to $700. So I have $700 left. Okay, $700 left to buy a push mower, trimmer, handheld blower, and a riding mower. Can we get it done? Yes, we can get it done. So I found this nice little snapper push mower right here. It's front wheel drive. You can kind of see the front wheels on it. They're a little wore out, but I think, you know, it's going to get some work done. I chose this one. I've seen a bunch of them on there, just regular standard push mowers for, you know, $35 to $50. But I just feel like, you know, if you kind of go up to this here, it's probably going to serve you a little better. It's self-propelled. You're still going to be able to get your backyards done that the riding mower won't fit in, which you probably shouldn't have a whole lot of those starting out. So, anyways, good little push mower right here, $100. Moving on. That leaves us $600 left. Trimmer. I found this Echo SRM 225 right here for $140. That's about $60 to $70 cheaper than what you can buy it brand new. I stayed Echo for you guys just for the simple fact of, you know, they're good products. You can buy carburetors for them for next to nothing for like $14. So that's kind of why I stayed with the Echo realm of things. So we'll pay $140 for that one. You could probably get some of these prices talked down. You'd probably be able to land that for probably $120. And that would be a really good deal for that trimmer as long as it started and everything was good on it. Would be a good deal for it. So, but I just left it at $140 because I didn't talk to those people. So, you know, I wasn't going to waste their time. I just went on there kind of shopping around. So that leaves us $460. Now, we need a handheld blower. You don't have to get a handheld blower, but I recommend it, especially starting out in the spring. You're going to be doing most of your cutting with a rider, so your control of your disbursement of your grass is going to be a little harder to manipulate that. So you're going to kind of need a blower. You don't have to have it, but I recommend it. And you can find them pretty cheap, guys. You don't have to buy a Stihl or a Echo or anything like that. You could go in there and probably find a Home Light for $35 to $40. I don't really recommend it. I would probably stick with the little bit bigger brands, the Stihls and the Echoes and the Shindaiwas and the Red Maxes and things like that. I would stick with those brands. So I found this Echo PB250 right here for $75. That's really cheap for a handheld blower. I think those are generally around $200 new. So you're saving roughly about $125 on that. Now, that leaves us $385 to find a riding mower. Now, guys, I had a John Deere when I got out of this and I sold my Exmark. We sold off everything. Chase got rid of the Ferris. And I needed to cut my grass. So what I did was I went on Facebook Marketplace, and you can find riding mowers all day. You can find a good rider all day for $300. And that's exactly what I paid for that John Deere. That's what I mowed my grass with. You guys seen me. I sold it off last week. I mowed it for 2 years. Never had a problem out of it. And, of course, you know, I just mowed my yard and the neighbor's yard across the street. $300 mower, and I turned right back around and sold it for $300. So I didn't lose any money out on it. Didn't lose any money out on that. So, and I'm basically going to wheel these pictures in and show you guys. They're all over Facebook for $300 and less. If you have more than $300, let's just say you're underage, and you want to buy a riding mower, you're taking off that $500 on that trailer. So that really adds a whole new element to what you can purchase. You can almost buy a walk behind, but I probably wouldn't recommend the walk behind. You're probably going to still want to get that rider, just for the simple fact is, you know, once you get your money built up a little bit more, you could probably go buy one of those utility trailers that you pull behind there. And, oh yeah, you ain't going to be able, you're not going to buy the tow package, so you could take that money there and buy the rider and your utility trailer to pull your stuff around the neighborhood and stuff. So yeah, guys, I mean, that left me $385 to buy a rider. So you got a decent rider, decent handheld blower, a decent trimmer, and a decent trailer that you can pretty much, it's probably going to be an 1 7/8 ball in that little trailer. You know, it's probably going to be, you're starting out really cheap. Your main focus is getting work. Here, I'll show you guys. I've put out over 200 signs, guys. I've put out over 200 signs, and I've got a stack of signs here. That's 104 signs that's going out this weekend. You got to keep your foot on the throttle. And as you grow, you know, upgrade your equipment. You know, a lot of people on here will be like, you know, go out and buy, you know, the Mac Daddy stuff and all that. And that's what I'm really trying to implement to you guys. You don't need to buy all that stuff starting out. You know, I know a lot of people, they don't have the credit to run out and just take on mower payments and all that stuff. And they might have the credit, but they might not be able to afford to take on all those payments. And to take a payment on something that's not making you any money, you've got to work to make that thing make you money starting out. It's probably not a really good idea to do. So at least this way, you're starting out debt-free, and you have decent stuff that's going to get you through until you can start upgrading your stuff. So anyways, guys, there it is. Starting your lawn care setup for $1,500. Can you do it? Yes, you can do it. You don't need a truck. You can do it with a car. You can do it with a minivan. You can do it with a little crossover SUV, whatever. You can do it. And, you know, a lot of people feel like they may look stupid or whatever. Guys, the first setup that I showed you guys at the beginning of this video with those two riding mowers on the back of that trailer, I didn't even have that when I started out. That was going into my second season. You know, I didn't really put a lot of emphasis on marketing like this. Just for the simple fact is I didn't know that I could do this. You know, I started making signs like after that second year, and I've just kind of somewhat perfected it to this. You know, it's cheap. It is waterproof. I've got a bunch of signs out right now. I've went and checked them. We've had over 4 inches of rain over this past week. They're still hanging there, and they still look good. How long will they last? I don't know. You know, but how long will a sign that you spend $3 to $5 online for going to last? It's probably not going to last very long until somebody goes over there and rips it down. So would you rather just have cents into each sign? I would. And I could put these things out mad. I mean mad. And, you know, my sign game is on point. I'll say that. As far as flyers goes, I think there's been some rules that's changed to where you can't put flyers in anything that's attached to that mailbox. Rather, it's the pole, anything outside the mailbox. If there's a paper box hanging on the pole, apparently it's all government property now, and you can't do it. That's what I've heard. I still need to ask my postman about it. I was going to ask him last time he pulled up. I just ain't got around to it or have caught him. Usually the last time I tried to catch him, he was in and gone, you know, so. But I'll catch him and ask him and find out. But I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be the case. And if so, it's mailers and signs. You know, and guys, check out that Nextdoor app. I really highly recommend checking your Nextdoor app out. It takes a little bit of time. You have to put your address in it, because basically what it's doing is it's only reaching out to the people that's in your surrounding area. It's not anything that's, from, if you live in section A, you can't post your stuff in section C that's on the other side of town. It's only going to be in that area. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. You got to put an email address in, pretty sure a phone number and stuff. You got to put that in there. But I mean, if you're doing your lawn care business, you're going to want that in there anyways. So, and I post in there regularly, guys. I mean, I'm in there probably 3 times a week posting stuff. That way, when springtime comes around, and these people, because a lot of people go into these places looking for plumbers, electricians, seeing who they recommend and stuff. So if they go in there and they research lawn care, boom, all my posts come up. All of my stuff comes up that I've posted all through winter or whatever. So I plan on having a big spring rush. I think we can make it happen. I hope we can make it happen. And yeah, we're at 5 accounts right now on the schedule. And that's 5 more than what I had at the beginning of the year. I have kind of somewhat reached out to some of my old clients. They haven't really reached back to me. It was raining really hard and stuff, so I didn't really want to go out there to their house and then pouring down rain and look like a drowned rat trying to talk to them. So I'll catch them out. Nobody's really thinking about lawn care right now, guys. I've handed out all this stuff. I've put all this stuff out in post after post after post on my Nextdoor app. And I've done all this stuff, and I haven't gotten one call. Nobody's thinking about lawn care right now. So we're still a good 3 weeks out from the spring, from March, the first part of March. So hopefully calls will start rolling in soon. That's going to be it for this video. I don't want to continue to keep rambling on. If you're new to the channel, comment, rate, subscribe. And for more videos like this, guys, I'm excited. I'm pumped, motivated. I want you guys to be motivated too. Grow your lawn care businesses. And as always, keep mowing, never stop.